Teresa Saltsman, 54. Breast cancer. Well, I guess I knew I found my own lumps, and they were so large, I pretty much thought they were cancer. So, so the day that I was diagnosed, I pretty much figured that it was going to come back cancer in one breast, but I was surprised that I had it in both of my breasts. And when you're diagnosed, everything moves pretty quick, and then it's kind of a hurry up and wait situation. So I was shocked and I was scared. I had hope, and it was just like a big whirlwind. Hearing the words, that you have cancer. I've lost family members to cancer, a sister and my mom, my aunt. So I thought that, the outcome is usually death. But I had to put on, I had to put on my fighting face and realize that this was going to be a battle. Well, as much of it as cancer is a shocking diagnosis, there's a lot of good that's come out of it for me. My friends, I was surrounded by wonderful friends. They were my support. They took care of me. They brought me meals. They made sure I was eating. They took care of my family when I would have my chemo, and that week after when I would be pretty sick. It brought out the best in everybody, and it reminded me that every day is a gift. It's very precious, and it doesn't matter what is going on in your day. You find something out there to be joyful, because you're here. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. You would never know it was cold and windy. But, just the simple things in life, the everyday things that we overlook, everything that we take for granted because we're busy. We're busy working. We're busy at school. We're busy with the kids. We're busy, 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 busy. And we just overlook just the everyday beauty that's there. And it usually... cancer makes us slow down real fast. And, so I want to say that there were positive things that came out of it. It made me live more in the moment and be more aware of each day, and be grateful for that day. When you're on the cancer journey, the people that are closest to you, everybody in my family, people rallied around me. They were there, my friends. But at the end of my treatment, and I'm one of the lucky ones, I get to say that there was an end to my treatment, and I'm cancer-free. There's a lot of people that don't get to say that, but like after everything is over and you've done your chemo, you've done your surgery and radiation, everybody just thinks everything's okay and everything goes back to normal. And that's, no, it never does go back to normal. So, yeah, I hope that they, well, I hope that I have given them hope and shown them how to get through cancer, get through treatment, to laugh, you know, in the midst of the pain, find something funny to laugh about. I guess it's not funny, but you know, when you live it every day, there's certain things that are funny, like when you get up in the morning and you walk into the bathroom and you look in and you look like Uncle Fester. It's like, you know, it's like, whoa, you know, that's kind of shocking. My faith has been the biggest thing for me. I am a Christian, I'm a Catholic. I practice my faith, I try to live it, and at the time that I was diagnosed, it was right before Advent, which is the Christmas season. And at our church each day, we were doing a little prayer service in preparation for Advent. And it focused on Mary, and the angel Gabriel announcing to her that she was going to give birth to Jesus, and her going to her cousin Elizabeth's house for the visitation. When Elizabeth was pregnant, she heard her cousin Elizabeth was pregnant and ran to her side. And so then these women were giving talks for about, you know, a little 10-minute talk about the visitation and how they had been visitation in someone's life, or if someone had been visitation to them. Okay, so this got to be very, very meaningful to me because I was diagnosed that week that this was all going on. And I felt I had my faith and I clung to it. It brought me comfort. And it was time to put my money where put your money where your mouth is. It's like you say you trust God, you say you believe, but do you really? And I felt like I was being called to say yes and trust that God was going to use it for good, that I would be blessed in that process, but so would other people. And I feel like that's what happened. But understand, as treatment went along, I clung to my faith, but it was very difficult for me to pray back then. But I still had my faith. Well, you know, I think about the end of, you know, my life, which I think I'm going to have a long life. Cancer's just kind of been a bump in the road for me, but I don't see myself, dying young. You know, I see myself, you know, when you say future, it's like, well, grandkids, you know, in the future. But there is this little shadow that kind of follows, I think, survivors around, and it's, you know, the risk of reoccurrence. And you try not to think about those things, but they pop into your head more than you really want them to. So you really need to refocus that fear You know, sometimes, you know, you have a little bit of that fear, but that's no way to live. So I think we need to live each day like it might be our last day, so appreciate it, live it to the fullest, be aware of everything that's happening in the day, you know. Find the simple joys in life.